Hi there, guys. This is Cassandra. I'm a Riffle in Time, and I'm so glad you're here. Today, we are doing part 4 of the deck collection series. I've done decks that are in the shop, decks that are in my personal collection but not in the shop, and then decks that are leaving my collection. But now I'm doing a full-on just update. I have quite a few decks that actually have joined multiple parts of those update videos. So I have some new decks to the shop. I have some new decks to my personal collection. And I might even possibly be talking about already putting some in to leave my collection. If you don't know, I have a tarot shop. It's focused primarily on indie decks. I have some more to talk to you about here in a minute about that, but I get a lot of decks in for kind of like review and research for the shop. So I do get a lot more decks than maybe the normal person, just because I really like to have a deck in my hands, feel its energy, feel the quality, obviously, and so much more before I make a big decision of bringing it into the shop. So we will start with shop decks. One that I showed in my personal collection video was the Way Home Tarot, but it is now finally in the shop. I was just waiting to order it, and I finally got the money together to grab it, and I won't spend too long on it because it is available a little more in that video, but I am thrilled to have this in the shop. I also got in I have no idea what the order of which I got these in. I was going to try to remember, but I'm not going to do a good job. I got the Outgrow Yourself Tarot and Oracle. Now, this is the first tarot/oracle like combo I've ever owned. You can use this deck either way. Also, this is the first Thoth-based tarot in the shop, so that was really exciting as well. This has been a daily for me. I've actually had like a trio. It's been this deck, the Outgrow Yourself, Numinous, and Playful Heart have been really just rocking my world lately. This deck is unlike any deck I've had. I have a cute little Moonlit Fae bag for it. I thought it was cool, like the eyes on the hands and stuff. I just thought it was a cute little vibe. I like. Also, I will show you next. You know, I like me a Moonlit Fae bag. I have the Numinous Tarot in that one. This, I always knew I was going to love this deck, but to the extent I have fallen in love with this deck is otherworldly for me right now. I didn't know. I should have known. I mean, I've had my eye on it forever, and it just like, I don't know if I have fellow ADHD people here, but I swear if I don't write something down, I like rediscover it over and over again for eternity. And it just kept happening that we kept losing paths, and finally it came back in stock for wholesale. So I went ahead and this is one of the only decks I did not have a previous copy like long before. I bought my copy of the deck and then like immediately plunged in. Like it was same day. Usually I do take a little time with them, but I fell head over heels. Long-winded explanation of I love the Numinous Tarot. I also have the Lifeline Tarot. This is the Color Outside the Lines edition. I really like the simplicity of this deck. I think that's what like it really does for me. I can get some of the other decks can be a little overwhelmingly busy for me sometimes when I'm feeling extra. I don't know a good word for what I'm thinking, but it's really nice to have decks like these that are just like simple, clear. And I really do love the addition to the color. Now, if you are looking for just the black and white without the color, I don't have that in stock in the shop, but on their website, they do have that and just the normal edition of the Lifeline Tarot. Oh, I'm like reaching over here, putting stuff back on my shelf, by the way. You're probably getting like a zoomed in version of my face. Next, we have the Radiant Crystal cards. This was the crystal deck of my dreams. It just happened to be. Now there is like a full nother stack. I don't know if you can see like purple right here. That's the stack that lives on my desk. Dresser, close enough. It is separated out every wearable crystal I have. And so every day I shuffle and pull. Today I got petrified wood. And then I also just like kind of vibed the other two. But I love having these cards. They're so beautiful. I love the backsplash. It is like all intentionally backsplash too. It has the name. It has some keywords. Turn it over. You have chakras, you have astrological sign, affirmation, energies, and then even a matching plant. It's so good. And it's beautiful. The edges. Can you see that purple? That like lavendery purple. I love it. Gotta have it. The newest in the collection. Now this I do know because I just got this one. This is the Tarot of Toiling Hands. I'm just really excited to actually have a hold of this because I've been seeing it creeping around on Instagram, and I love the black and white of it. I want to color it in is what I want to do. I want to get some like colored Sharpies and just go to town on it. I think that would be like a fun little project to do. Like intentionally color. Oh, that's the backs. But, hold on, let me find. There's like a particular card. I think that was like my, I don't know. I think it might have been Queen of Wands. I love that. I really do like this deck a lot. I am very excited. Also, there's like, I don't know if you saw, but there are little phrases on the top. So we have the nurturing mother of intuition for Queen of Cups. But yeah, it's the lovers, the children of sublime harmony. That is the newest deck in the shop. That face was probably just peachy keen. Then here is the part where we're going to have a little chat about the possibility of having other decks in the shop. Okay. I am primarily an indie deck shop. It's what I really personally love, indie decks. It's the like big dream behind A Riffle in Time, just like having indie artists like sharing their decks, like really putting a space out there. Now I have had some people reach out to me, had someone very specifically ask me if I would ever offer any mass market decks because the price point for them is much like cheaper. And they wanted somewhere other than like Amazon to buy these decks. I also, when I was doing the events, I find it might be a better price point as well to have a couple like options that are a little friendlier in that. I have a couple decks that I have been looking and considering. So I have the Herbcrafter Tarot. This is actually closed. I have my copy out on a borrowing right now because someone needed it. But I have the Herbcrafter Tarot, the Hush Tarot. Now the Hush Tarot was the big reason I have like considered this because I really love this deck. I use this deck all the time, and it's so hard not to want to offer this in the shop. Then last, I have the Goddess Oracle. You saw me do a little pull on this, like flip through of this during the personal collection. This is still the only Goddess deck that I use. I have another one that is on its way out. Actually, it's one of the few decks that I think are definitely on its way out. I have like 3 copies of them, each of them, just for, right now I'm doing it for markets and I'm going to see how it goes. I'm still going to have like a primary focus on indie decks. I might just have a couple of mass market decks just to give people that option. So, and this is my copy of the Goddess Oracle. I think that's it for shop decks. Okay. This actually is the newest deck to my collection at all. It came in today, my Kickstarter backing of the Southern Botanic Oracle. I love the little pull box. I think that's so cute. I did get the poison add-on, so I've already shuffled them. So this was another deck in consideration for the shop. This and the Gothic Oracle as well. So I just wanted to get my hands on it. I think I might be a little, sorry, I'm covering up the words and keywords. So I might be a little biased because I lived in South Carolina and Georgia for so long of my early childhood life that I really am drawn to these decks. I think they're beautiful, very recognizable to me. But I have some time I'm going to spend with this deck to see how I feel. I'm not sure yet. Next, I have, this is the Hellenic. I cannot remember exactly. Oracle. This is Goddess Garden or Garden Goddess Tarot. Created this deck for making playing cards, and I bought it from there. And it's really cool, just like so many cards. It's like a linen-y, but it's different gods, goddesses, and things. Mythology maybe is the word I might be looking for. So a lot of these are upside down. I apologize. I am a riffle of shuffler. But sorry showing you all these, but I just really like this deck so far. I do wish there was a guidebook because I have to search to find things, and it's hard to find reliable sources on the interweb sometimes. Next, I got a copy of the Deviant Moon Tarot from somebody, just like given to me, and I've not spent a ton of time with it yet. I've seen this a lot through this is the Boarderless, but I've seen this a lot through YouTube, and it's not that I don't like it. I just don't know how I feel yet. We'll see. This could be a deck leaving my collection. It wasn't given to me as a present. It was just like, hi, I don't like this anymore. Would you? I'm not connecting with this. Do you want to try? So I might give it back to see if they want to do something with it or pass it along to someone else. The next, there are 2 decks that actually I should have shown, but I did not during the previous collection videos. And it's because these are my son's decks. Like, I've given these decks to my son, and I completely I don't know why I didn't think about it. Technically, these are decks that have been in my collection for a while. I bought one of these for him, but I've played with it more than he has so far because it is still a little large for his hands. This is the Tarot for Kids. I really like the deck here. It's really sweet, and I'm excited to see him actually spend some time with this as he's growing older and maybe a little more capable of sitting still for it. We still use his I Am affirmation deck that he can use. He does use this in his own extent. Okay. This is a mess right now. Like, they're not even all facing the same way. This is the Animal Kin Oracle. But he loves the spider. It's like his card. I don't know if I can find it. But he mainly plays with the spider, but he'll like throw them all over the bed and we'll just like go through them. And he likes to name different animals and ask me questions. So it's kind of been like a little learning tool too. The guidebook also offers quite a bit of information about the animals especially for like just like a little oracle deck. I mean, it has quite a few cards if you didn't see the chunky stack. They are backwards, upside down, every which way. I must have had to pick them up in a hurry last time. And here we are with Spider. This is his card, his favorite card. He also loves to open up the little guidebook and find it. I think that's so cute. Next, we have, I got 3 decks all at the same time from the same creator. We have the Seal of Conaway decks. We have the Book of the Dead Oracle. This is the newest. We have Devas of Creation and the Shimmering Tarot, Veil Tarot. I have really, really been loving, obsessing these decks. The one thing I am looking for actively getting a bag for the Devas, because they just sit in this box with the book on top, and I do not love that. Now the other 2 decks have a completely different box, which is beautiful. But I have really been enjoying this deck. This is like a fan favorite. So most people have seen this deck. So I won't spend too much time on these. But I know that Truth and Story has videos on them. So if you want like a full walkthrough, that's one of the people that I immediately think of who has. We have the Book of the Dead, has a magnetic box. And then it does have the cards just sitting there, but with that magnetic box, it does make a difference. It's a much nicer box. But they are similar in they're done by the same artist, obviously, but they feel different. I feel like just because I have one doesn't mean like I don't need the other. Like, I still find a lot of value in all 3 decks. I don't feel like I should have just got one. I actually enjoy having them all because they feel very different. I can't get over these decks. I almost did an entire video just on them. And then this is the tarot. This one is like I don't know how to explain that box. But this is more of like your tarot style box with come on. Oh. It just the artwork is otherworldly. Lisa might have a walkthrough as well, and I know that Garden Goddess Tarot has at least these decks in some of her videos. I know there's a lot out there about them, so I love them. I finally got in my copy of the Reclaim Oracle. I very patiently waited because the world is, it's hard to get decks these days, but worth every single moment. Oh, I adore this deck, which I knew I would. I knew I absolutely would love this deck. I was just waiting for the pre-order. That is all. I am very happy to have this. This is a deck that I cannot get in the shop, or it would be in the shop. 100%. Okay. I ended up snagging a copy of the Fifth Spirit Tarot. I believe it was just like low in stock. And it's just one, again, I had been like, I had my eye on, I just hadn't bought yet. And I think, I'm not sure if this was correct, so research this yourself. It might be going mass market next. So this is the indie, at least, version. And I think what I really enjoy the cards, the people sometimes are hard for me. There's something about the faces. I don't know. Can't explain it. But I really, really enjoy, it's very strange, I really enjoy the minors. Not always is that, I don't feel it with all of them, but some of the faces in them make me feel some kind of way, I think. But the minors I really enjoy, so it's actually why I ended up going with it. Another Moonlit Fae bag for this. This isn't one I would have in the shop either. I have, I was really excited when I got this bag. This is one of my bag of the month bags, but hello, the Marielle in this bag. Yes, I was so excited. I got a copy of the second edition Marielle. It came damaged, but we still love, we don't mind a damaged. We can handle it. But I had another one that was just like, my eye has been on it over the time, but it just never became mine, and it finally did. So it's a good reader. You've seen this before, so I won't take too long on it, but it's been a really great reader for me, and I've enjoyed it. I'm gonna save this deck for last. I also got a copy of the Strange Lenormand. I was really excited. I ended up doing a trade for this, and with the creator. They were looking for a particular deck that I was looking to part with, and I was like, hey, do you actually have a copy of your deck? Because making playing cards sometimes takes 10 billion years, and I had it like literally the next day pretty much was at my house. So it was perfect, and it felt really cool because this was their like photo copy. Like they would take pictures for and stuff. So it had been opened, but it had been very gently used, and I'm excited to have it. It's just a cutie patootie. I have not been putting these decks up. I don't know why. This is one of the decks that is in the parting category. I think maybe I just haven't spent any time with it. But what I found is, since I've gotten it from Kickstarter, I have not reached for it. I think it's just mainly because I have I think what is my goddess deck. I got this deck for possibility from for the shop, but this deck is already on Amazon as well. So the creator's selling it like in multiple spaces, and I'm not sure what the extent of wholesale is for that. And I find that, I don't know if it doesn't give me the feeling that I need it to give me for it to be in the shop. I honestly might work with it a little more though. I feel like I haven't really given it too much of a chance. I find that I'm not drawn to the, this deck's very white, if that makes sense. It feels, I don't know. I'm looking at it and I think I do want to give it a little, I'm glad we did this. I'm glad we did this because I feel like I haven't given it a super shot. I think it might be because when I'm looking for goddess, I just have my goddess deck. So actually I have one of my goddess cards out. That's what I pulled yesterday. So you know what? I'm gonna take this out of the box. I'm gonna put it on my shelf. We'll check into it. And then last, I did the event here last month. I think now it's been last month. I have no concept of time. I did the event and I met some really awesome people. I was really excited to like connect with others, and one of my hairs is just being its own thing. So I'm assuming the whole time it's just been like, and you probably were like, oh, move that. But one of the people I talked to, I had a great conversation with them and their mother, and I really, really enjoyed it. And we're just talking about like our favorite decks and stuff, and they shared with me a deck that they were really, really into, and I had to get it. It was that good of a connection kind of thing, and it feels really special to have it, and like I think of them every time I use it. So I think that's double special. But I just got it, so haven't had time to like really work with it yet. But the artwork is pretty cool. But no, it's just like honestly, it just feels so special. They were like the first people that I had a real like talk with. They were the first sale I had ever market style, because it was my first event, and it just like, this is a deck that will stay with me because of how special that feels. And that is all, guys, I think. Oh, no. I didn't mean to lie. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad I glanced it. Okay. One of these decks should have already been on here. This deck here, I got from somehow. I don't know. I didn't buy it myself, I don't think. Or if I did, it was like used. But I used it. Oh! It's like flashcards. I wanted to... I have trouble with pips. And I wanted to more readily have that information available. But it's not perfect, but it's okay, is what it says. It's just like a deck I got just purely for that reason. And then I took a plunge in buying this for myself. I think we've talked about my feelings about Legend of Zelda. I think we have. My cat's name's Midna. So if you know, you know. But I just got this in the mail like 2 days ago. I ended up taking the plunge though and getting it, and it's just so cool to have. I haven't even gotten to do a reading with it yet. I've been a busy the bee. And this is a deck I wouldn't just like shuffle and play with immediately. I want to go through every single card. I want to have my moments with it. I'm so excited. Legend of Zelda has been like the series of games that I've like really spent the most emotional attachment to, I would say. If you are a Legend of Zelda fan and you care, I obviously love Twilight Princess, or my cat wouldn't be Midna. Midna was like a character I like fell in love with, and when I found my cat. I think you might have seen her. She's black and white with like orange little bits on her, so it was like perfectly Midna. I love, maybe my favorite It's so hard to say that. I love Ocarina of Time. It's an amazing game. I grew up with it, and I've also, oh my gosh, I hope that's not been bothering you this whole time. If I have to record this video, I'm glad I did though, because like multiple decks were not in the first recording, but I've done it before where I've made noises on the mic the whole time. Fingers crossed. But I don't know. It's hard. Majora's Mask makes me the angriest, I probably would say. I think I get the maddest at that game. I really like Wind Waker too. I feel like that's not like a real like popular standout. Obviously Breath of the Wild is Gorgina, and a whole nother experience. I'm trying to think. I can't say a favorite. I can't. I have played nearly every game. I really like Twilight Princess though. I think it's there's just something about the time and place and all of it. I think that like when I played it, I even have replayed it when it came out for the Wii U. I got the like remastering of it. I'm just rambling about Legend of Zelda. I'm sorry. I'm happy to have recorded a video today. I've missed doing this. I've missed you guys. I'm going to try to stop being so busy, and I want to do weekly videos. I really hope you would enjoy that, because I think I would, and we'll have some fun things to do. If there's any kind of videos you want to see me do, let me know. Comment. If you're still here after listening to my Legend of Zelda rant, I think you're one of my people. So what you want to see, I will happily do. I love you. I will see you next time.